Issues arise in most projects, and in a contracting environment, issues become claims. Most stakeholders want to know the potential outcome of such claims, as this drives a project's end cost. Hi, my name is Gavin Halling, founder of Risk Tools. As well as being involved in project claims and managing disputes, I have also fulfilled the role of arbitrator. Assessing the outcome of claims has always been a challenge, but is an essential component of forecasting a project's end cost. Because the team is focused on project delivery, negotiating claims often gets left to when the works are completed. If negotiations are unsuccessful, then the contract's dispute clauses come into play, which may include arbitration or the courts. Whether claims are negotiated or resolved through mediation, arbitration or the courts, the result is always the same. A single payment is made from one party to the other. Rather than the conventional way of arguing each claim, what if you could assess the bottom line and just negotiate that figure? How much quicker would that be than a claim by claim, some say blow by blow, negotiation? If third-party dispute provisions were invoked, would having a Calderbank offer reduce the risk of expensive legal and related costs? Deriving a bottom line that you and other stakeholders have confidence in is now a quick and straightforward process that any project team can undertake, and one which has massive benefits. So let's get started. Here is a time cost diagram. The y-axis represents dollars and the x-axis time. The first important point to make is that the total value of a series of claims does not change over time, unless of course more claims are added. Hence their total is a constant. The result is expected to fall within a bandwidth of, say, plus or minus 10%. What does change significantly over time is the cost of managing the claims, and this increases dramatically if third-party dispute processes need to be invoked. Indeed, there are occasions when the cost of managing the dispute exceeds the cost of claims. Frankly, a nonsensical, but unfortunately far from rare situation. Once third parties are involved, resolution can take months or even years before a final settlement occurs. By that time, many involved in the project have moved on to other work, and detailed knowledge of the claims often leads with them. But what if one party could derive the outcome with a single bottom line settlement figure? Imagine the time and costs saved, not to mention the reduced toll on the project team. At this point, a bit of history can help with context. Going back to 2000, I was working on a nearly completed major project. During its almost 5 years duration, we had accumulated over 400 claims, all of which had been progressively rejected. So it was a surprise when the other side asked, how much to settle? That was a great question. Frankly, we had no idea of a realistic bottom line amount. Fortunately, each claim had an owner, and we workshopped the variables for each of them. We then built a model, derived a bottom line, obtained senior management approval to the proposed settlement figure, undertook a quick negotiation, and within a couple of weeks settled close to that figure. The result surprised all involved, and I was asked to repeat the process with other clients and projects. Rather than build a model for each project, it quickly became apparent that a purpose-built tool that anyone could use would be much more efficient. The tool, named Issues Valuer, has been used on many occasions, and in each case settlement has occurred within a few weeks of workshopping the claims data. So what's involved? Here is the input screen to Issues Valuer. The process starts by uploading issues. The required input data is then workshopped to identify how each claim may be argued. It could be a variation, breach of contract, non-compliance with consumer law, etc. The probability of an argument succeeding. We use a limited range, 90%, as no claim is ever 100% certain, 75, 50, 25 and 0%. The last one caters for what are best described as try-ons. The range of costs, best case, most likely and worst case, that would flow if the argument was successful. Once data is entered, a simulation may be run with a couple of clicks, and this generates 3 reports. The histogram shows the P50 value, which is the most likely settle amount. A simple and straightforward process that has significant benefits, which are worth summarising. I'm not sure which are most important to you, but 4 and 7 are top of my list. So if you are contracting out work on your project, resolving claims will almost certainly be part of your role. The process for deriving the bottom line is quick to undertake. It mainly depends on the number of issues, and the workshop only requires a small number of participants. It should be facilitated by someone outside the immediate project team, so participants can focus on the data. Whether the facilitator is internal or external, the process generally runs smoother if they have experience in dispute management. So that's it. A process that has cut down the time for finalising claims to a short workshop and even briefer negotiation. If you have claims, then try this out. In the next stage, the results from the issues value and the other two areas of cost uncertainty, the cost of carrying risk and estimate uncertainty, are integrated using an umbrella tool called Uncertain Cost Manager. Integration helps take project governance to a new level. I look forward to catching up with you then.